WREG in Memphis. This is News Channel 3 at 4.
There's nothing I can say about that day, everything that occurred. I acknowledge that there's nothing I can say to neither of the victims or the victim family.
That is Ezekiel Kelly, a man who will spend the rest of his life behind bars.
Today's guilty plea comes nearly 3 years after his terrifying, deadly shooting spree across Memphis. Some of it streaming live on social media that put the entire city on lockdown. In the end, 3 people were killed. Thank you for joining us. I'm April Thompson.
I'm Alex Coleman. Kelly was immediately sentenced to 3 life sentences with no parole, plus 221 years. A family member of one victim also had his say in court.
Your name is Ezekiel. It's come from a word in the Bible, fairness, but you can't see yourself. You have lost yourself. The only way you can find yourself is through God.
Those words seemed to bring Kelly to tears while on the stand. WREG's Jarita Patterson was in court this morning.
And she tells us things became quite emotional when we heard from the man who admitted to the reign of terror while facing a judge and the victims' families.
The court sentences Mr. Kelly to the charge of first-degree murder.
One by one, each of the 28 felony charges were read aloud, along with the imposed sentence.
To a period of life.
In the end, after entering guilty pleas to the more than 24 charges, Ezekiel Kelly was given 3 consecutive life terms, plus 221 years. The state went to great detail explaining what would have been presented if the case went to trial, pointing out much of the shooting spree was caught on camera.
Was on Facebook Live talking about just killing 2 people in South Memphis.
That was one of the many hurdles Kelly's defense team would have had to overcome. His defense attorney said there was also the hurdle of getting the death penalty off the table.
To go in and talk to a young man that's 23 years old and say, hey, you know, life in prison is a better alternative to being in the grave.
With tears welling up, Kelly spoke for the first time, struggling, he said, to find the words for those whose lives have forever been changed.
And I also do give apology, but I know it's not enough. It's not enough for the victim family.
With a trembling voice, he continued.
I hope one day in y'all life, y'all come to the point where y'all find in y'all heart to forgive.
In a surprising twist, at least one family member said forgiveness was given.
You got to be aware of what's in your heart. Always think of what's in your heart.
The district attorney said after many years, the victims and their families are getting the justice they have waited for over the past 1,071 days.
We're not tolerating any kind of violence, but particularly this kind of random violence which terrorized an entire city.
As part of that plea agreement, Ezekiel Kelly waiving his rights to appeals. So essentially, he will spend the rest of his life in lockup. Reporting for your news leader outside the Criminal Justice Center, Jarita Patterson, WREG News Channel 3.
And Kelly's 3 life sentences were handed down with no possibility of parole.
And we do want to remind you there were 3 people who lost their lives that day. First, Dwayne Tunstall was shot and killed at a Highland Heights home just after midnight. Then hours later, between around 4:30 in the afternoon and 9 p.m., police say he made at least 7 stops shooting and carjacking victims. 62-year-old Richard Clark was shot at a gas station in South Memphis. And at 7:30, Ashley Parker, a mother of 3, was carjacked and shot in Midtown. Kelly crashed in Whitehaven and was taken into custody.
While District Attorney Steve Mulroy initially pushed for the death penalty against Ezekiel Kelly, today he said, quote, "It avoids years, if not decades of appeals. Most important, it makes certain this defendant who terrorized our entire city will never see the light of day." And we have Team 3 coverage throughout the evening on today's plea and sentencing. Just ahead on News Channel 3 at 5, I will take a look at Kelly's history in and out of the juvenile system.